Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson. He finds his man complete. That's Wilson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Here's Jackson. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. And a look here at their go-to guy under center. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Escaping the pressure right. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. The numbers for Brown from a week ago. He took out some anger, some apparent anger against that defense. The yards just kept going up and up and up.
Yeah, he was just running up and down the field doing whatever he wanted. By the end of the game, he was seeing 2, sometimes 3 defenders on every snap. Yet he was still making play after play. It was like he was running routes versus air.
And this is going to be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Texans will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Well, look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power. We saw finesse. We saw speed. And what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw taken in by Ridley here. Touchdown, Houston! Calvin Ridley, 50. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. They'll run. It's Gibson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. From the 9, 2nd and 5. They'll try the left side with Gibson. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll run with Gibson. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Gibson. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They'll try to run with Gibson. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Antonio Gibson. First touchdown on the year. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And the Colts are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shouldering the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Gets through, and now an opening. He's at the 50. 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Houston. Jonathan Taylor, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have retaken the lead. The extra point up and good. And that makes this a 14-8 ball game. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Flush to his right. He's going to look downfield for Henry. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. A big play there for Indy. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
On first and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. On second down, here's Gibson again. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Evan Ingram there to make the grab. And the Colts have tied things up. They can take the lead with the extra point. They'll try and throw for it. And the Colts are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge win for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, Wilson. Got a man. It's the rookie Jalen Waddle. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Wilson. That's complete. Okuegbunam. 7 yards the pick up there. So for this defense, a tall order ahead trying to defend against Russell Wilson. Charles, your keys for how they might go about keeping him in check?
Well, before we even get to the keys, let's start with the problems he presents because he feels pressure so well. He's got a great sixth sense, maybe even a 7th and 8th. He knows where the pressure's coming from. He knows how to slide away from it, sometimes run away from it, and then he finds good throwing lanes to deliver downfield. So to me, it's that pressure inside, big, tall guys to make him try and throw over them and make his height work against him.
Again, Wilson. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he's taken down inside the 30. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Wilson. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Here's Wilson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Wilson. And it's caught. Touchdown, Texans. Russell Wilson with... touchdown passes. And the Texans have once again... The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Jackson now to return. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Indianapolis. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there. They'll look to throw here. And that is caught for the 2 points. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it, because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. And the numbers for the last drive, and he was perfect, which maybe isn't surprising because he has not missed a pass in this game yet.
And it lets you know just how precise things have to be for a quarterback to be perfect, because that means the line's blocking really well. No one's dropping any of the passes.
Touchdown! Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 15 of the year and second of the game. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. This taken in at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's doing his job, but the bottom line, they're losing. They've got a deficit to make up here, and he knows it.
And quarterbacks who last in this league learn that lesson really early. You may have had a great stat line and felt pretty good about how you played, but if your team didn't win, it almost doesn't matter. And right now he's adopted that attitude. How do I get better? How does my team get better? How do we find a way to win the game?
Yeah, he's hoping to lead his team to a successful drive. Second and 9 now. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. Oh, wide open, complete. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Colts on just 2 plays have taken the lead. And the Colts are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Wow. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you worked on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Open net is Waddle, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's the number 2. Receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now it's Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Open man is Taylor, he's got it. Touchdown, Texans. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point up and through, and that gives him a 3-point lead. So that drive 6 plays, 75 yards. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Jackson now to return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Deshaun Jackson getting set to go again on offense. He's probably someone they want to get more involved at this point. Second quarter down on the scoreboard, and you know that he can be a threat.
And because he's such a threat, as well as so productive, I'm with you on this. They've got to get him the ball more, give him more opportunities for them to have a chance.
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Deshaun Jackson with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. He'll look to throw. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter and continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time?
They were really good on the last drive. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Wilson's throw is taken in by Waddle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. On first down, Wilson. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing. And they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now it's Wilson. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Here's Wilson. This is caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 3 yards the gain there, second down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
To throw is Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A bad 3rd down mistake there.
Points were already on the board in their mind. And that's the worst part about it, right? Because it's just like in golf. Never count it in the cup until it rolls in there. Otherwise, you can really get messed up with your scores. In this case, you know they thought, hey, at least 3, maybe even a chance to get 6. It's a little bit demoralizing going off the field. Now that you've turned it over and you come up empty.
Yeah, if he holds on to that, at least the field goal on 4th down, now they lose it. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Deshaun Jackson on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points.
And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And, Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily when you've set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation. And you're right. You can't fault him. He's done a great job for his team thus far.
I'm guessing he's saying, feed me on the sidelines. Now will they continue to do it? Now Wilson on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that gets him back within 10.
So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
They'll throw now on the final play. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. He's got a man complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year.
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Jackson now to return.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Let's shift now and discuss Deshaun Jackson. A monster game so far, third quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback.
A ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Jonathan Taylor, 30 yards. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now a play fake here on first down. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he's got this down to the 35. They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
A handoff running left is Gibson.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. Touchdown, Colts! Evan Ingram, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two. They'll look to throw.
And the Colts are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
So they elect to pass there on the two-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
It's a squibber picked up around the 27.
And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
Now comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball. That cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Again, it's Taylor.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Wilson. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley.
And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wilson. Touchdown! Cedric Wilson, his 2nd touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Indy set to go on offense once more. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
On play action, they'll throw. Out to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Evan Ingram there to make the grab.
And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Forced out to his left. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And that was the old QB one-man band play there on the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants at the Yale Bowl, right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called, because he doesn't feel like there's going to be any lost yardage plays, nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
They run once more with Taylor. These two teams matching up for the 2nd time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
Running the jet sweep with Ridley. Credit the tackle to Darius Slay.
2nd and 9.
Throwing is Wilson.
That's going to be caught by Waddle.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor.
And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
153 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Taylor. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Let's go! That's the type of run that Jonathan Taylor gives you so often, and you just can't take it for granted. He finds a way to get those extra yards. The 3rd running back taken in the 2020 draft, but he had the best numbers by far of any of them. 1,169 yards, 3rd most in the NFL, and by the last quarter of the season, he ranked among the best runners in the league.
3 yards remain for 2nd down.
Now Wilson.
That's to Waddle on the quick slant.
Touchdown, Texans!
Jalen Waddle
with his 16th touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
2nd and 11. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Back to throw here.
And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And got his man complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. From the shotgun, Wilson.
Another catch there for Waddle.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Again, it'll be Taylor.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
They went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line. Because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on.
And this time he is in.
Jonathan Taylor
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And this is taken in at the 5. And he is into the end zone and the touch. Oh, this is a touch cruel here. They've got the big lead. Now they're going for the jugular with the onside kick. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson.
Open net is Waddle, complete.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
7 yards, the pickup there.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson, he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Yeah, Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll run for it. It's Taylor.
And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And this Colts defense comes up with a goal line stand. to throw now in his own end zone. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there for Indy. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Open man right side is Ingram. Touchdown Colts. Evan Ingram, 28 yards. And the Colts are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Looking to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
On 1st down, Wilson. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. That's complete. Okuegbuna. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown. Albert Okuegbuna with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans cut into that lead. No problem there on the extra point. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Flushed out right. Completes it to Evan Ingram. Touchdown Colts. Evan Ingram, 33 yards. And the Colts extend this 4th quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. They'll drop to throw. And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Personally, I'd rather see them kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked-off folks on the other sideline now.
Houston's offense taking over again.
Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. To throw again on second down. Wilson. And it's complete right back to Ridley. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Wilson will throw again. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And he's got his big tight end here. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Wilson. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead, put it on him, and score a touchdown.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now down to 20. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Jackson now to return. And a pretty poor return as he will dive to the ground to give himself up. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. A first down carry for Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining after the loss to start out. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll run it again with Henry. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Colts, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they fall to 6-6 now on the